Folks, in just the last 2 weeks, we have had 5 different Republican members of Congress announce that they will not be seeking re-election in 2020. And they are, starting with the most recent, Mike Conaway. We have also had Paul Mitchell, Pete Olson, Martha Roby, and Rob Bishop. 5 different Republicans over the span of 14 days tell us, I ain't coming back to this place after 2020, so you just get along without me. And there seems to be a bit of a common thread among these 5 Republican members of Congress. They have said that, it's so hard to get anything done and there's so much fighting all the time and God, Donald Trump's such an embarrassment to us and what's the point of doing all this? And whoa, what? Donald Trump's a bit of an embarrassment, right? You don't like having to go out there every day and defend his stupid stuff that he says on Twitter. In fact, Mike Conaway, the most recently announced I'm retiring Republican, was actually one of the first Republicans to come out and say that Trump's attacks on the squad were unacceptable, they were detestable, and this is not okay. This is not how this works. You cannot do this. But I do imagine, and believe it or not, part of me does have a little bit of sympathy for these Republicans. It's got to be tough. It's got to be tough coming out there every single day trying to defend what this idiotic president is saying on Twitter. It's got to be difficult to come up with new ways to justify his behavior. And these Republicans are tired of it, and they're getting the hell out of D.C. because of it. And the Republican Party right now is actually terrified that more and more Republicans are going to follow suit. Out of these 5 Republicans who are retiring, I think 3 of them are in very safe conservative districts. Really, there's no chance of Republicans actually losing that seat. They'll just find somebody new to put in it. 2 of them are in play. Now that's scary for the Republicans, because while it's unlikely they will win the House back in 2020, they don't want to lose bigger majorities, because then that's going to make winning the House back in the future a lot more difficult. It is tough to beat an incumbent. Regardless of the district, it's tough to beat an incumbent. And if Republicans lose 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more seats, that could shift power for another 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. And they understand that. Every seat matters, even in a chamber of 435 seats. And that's why Republicans are scared. Because Donald Trump is obviously not changing his ways. He's not going to change the way he speaks. He's not going to change the way he acts. And in fact, he's only going to get worse, which we have seen in the last 7 days, folks. Starting with the attacks last Saturday, on Elijah Cummings. It's gotten worse from there. They're going to get worse as time goes on. I guarantee you this time next week, we're going to be talking about the latest Trump Twitter outrage or the latest, nationalistic outburst, because that's what he does. But hopefully also this time next week, we're telling you about the 6th Republican who decided, I can't take this anymore. Because that's what Trump is doing to the Republican Party. Now, the downside to all this, because there is one, is that when these people who, their policies suck as Republicans, they're, not great. They harm pretty much anybody who's not the top 1%. But as those people who maybe don't believe the same things Trump does, as they leave, they're going to be replaced with more Trump suck-ups. And sure, they'll be the minority in the House, but that's going to set the stage for what the Republican Party is going to be for a generation. So while I do like the idea of Democrats picking up a few more seats, I'm also terrified of the thought of more little bitty Trumps sprouting up and claiming a few more seats in the next election. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.